Hi, I'm William Tenholder, and I'd like to bring you this wonderful game in my 3000 Masterclass series. And I'm going to go through this at Magnus speed because now we're looking at Masters and Grandmasters. How do they see the game? Let's look at this. And it's right away attack, counterattack, and we're going to go through this at Magnus speed because this is a beautiful way to play. Just attack and take. And this is what you should do when you're dealing with monster players like, GMs and IMs. And yeah, they are absolute monsters on the board, and you just have to take what you can and then control what you can. And so in this case, the queen comes out, and we'll go through this at Magnus speed here because it's beautiful to see it at that speed. You know what is going on. The rook on the right side, the black queen on the left side, forcing the king into the open with a check on the king. And so this is just a beautiful attack going on, and we see how it develops. Yeah, we see how this all develops. You can see the black pieces have got the king surrounded, and it's pretty impressive. So this is Magnus speed, Magnus style. But it's a fresh game that I just played, and I like to bring it to you just so that you can enjoy the really deep thinking that goes into these games. It's remarkable. I mean, these types of games normally took at least 2 to 3 hours to play. Now we're doing them in less than 45 minutes. So um, we see that black has retained some advantage and dealing with a stone wall. At this point, we count pieces, and we can definitely see that black is up a rook out of the whole situation, now looking to exchange. And this is the very important point, is to see where you could maybe do a forced exchange or an exchange or not exchange but get position. And so the queen on white side wisely decides not to exchange because they're down in pieces. Now the black queen swings right over to take advantage of that. And so let's go at Magnus speed how we deal with this, right? We need to develop. We need to find a way. They come in for an attack. King avoids the attack. The knight has nowhere to go, and it still has nowhere to go. Now the knight is trapped. And so that's the beginning of the end. We look for the entry point because they do have a stonewall defense. However, all of the black squares are available to the queen. So we're looking at entry into the black squares where the queen can rule. But also notice it's another attempt to exchange queens. So they did not exchange. However, we will. And this will give us the overwhelming advantage because also the white knight is trapped. And so they can do what they want, but there's nothing they're going to do with one rook. So now it's a matter of just blocking out the rook, taking the rook, and yes, then it's at Magnus speed victory, right? How do you orchestrate this beautiful victory after you've done all of that. And my friends, that is the end of the game because the king is now in a trap. This is a rook, a beautiful trick to know, but it's a rook trap. The king will never be able to come out and assist. It is actually in prison. So I hope you enjoyed this wonderful game. Lots of tricks and traps. And in the end, the king is in prison because the rook controls the entire 2 rank. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm William Tenholder, and I love chess.